Hey there, Boise Underground Media here at Treefort 13, Treefort Music Fest. We're here with DeeOhGee from Nashville. The audience is currently applauding very, very loud. Yeah, it's so loud that you can't hear it anymore. Broke the sound barrier. Anyways, we just saw them put on a great show. Super choppy, super awesome, you know. And I mean choppy in like a straight to the point, you know, just like less talking, more rocking, you know. Very, very interesting sound. And so we just want to know, like, what's your songwriting process like when you're going into like maybe a recording studio or just like an open jam with the three of you, like just any stories you have from that as well. I'll just pass this to whoever wants to talk.
Okay. Usually, one of us will bring an idea of a song and then play it for the other guys, and then the other guys just join in and kind of add their own spice or, you know, their own flair to it. Zach? Careful now.
Oh, a lot of Ric Flair in there. Yeah, I just second what Dylan said. Someone shows up with pretty much a song. We'll kind of arrange it or figure out, you know, the parts or who does what, or like, you know, people have ideas. Just kind of jam it out, you know, feel it out.
Yeah, or just like jamming in general, then you come up with like a riff from just like noodling together for way too long. After you get up past all the good ideas and then through a few bad ideas, then right on the other side of that is the gold. Yeah. So if you're doing bad, just keep going.
Anyways, I'll pass this over to Emma.
So what do you guys think of Boise and the Treefort environment this year? Have you guys been to Boise before?
We played Boise once, I think.
The Neurolux.
The Neurolux. That was several years ago. Probably like 2016 or 2017. And, but I don't even remember, were we with, I think we were on tour with this band, DeeOhGee, yeah?
Yeah.
And I don't really remember much about that show. We were in and out.
I remember the lady in leopard print.
But,
was not leaving the merch table alone.
And this is our first time being here to Treefort, and it's very cool. It reminds me kind of like Mile of Music in Appleton, Wisconsin, which is also very cool. I like, you know, it seems to have like a lot of local support, which is very cool. Everybody's been cool. All the bands have been talented.
Yeah, who are like some of your favorite bands you've seen so far?
I like the Jesus Christ Taxi Driver guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those are our homies.
I know that you guys saw some show when I was not watching.
They're great. Rudy Love's great. And we just saw Be Your Own Pet at the main stage, and they rule.
Yeah, the vibe up in this place is great. I love it. It seems like the sun comes out and then everybody explodes with a good time, which is, yeah, into that springing sprung out here, which is good. I like it. And yeah, like it seems like all the locals are really behind it and into it, and that helps. You know, it's the people in the town. You know, it's I like it when a festival takes over the whole town and everybody is. Whether they like it or not, I mean, you know, they're a part of it. But yeah, super happy to be here, and hopefully this becomes a thing that we do normally, and we become a part of it as well. It would be an honor and a privilege. Loving Boise now more than ever.
Yeah.
For sure. Another cool part of like about what you're saying is that like the venue you guys played, that you don't need a pass to get in there. Yeah. Like you don't need a festival pass. So it's like you're completely right. Like people just walking by might hear like their new favorite band, and that's what I love about Treefort is that it's just such a good environment. Beyond just like unique musical style, you guys obviously have very unique personal styles as well when it comes to your clothing and attire. And so we just want to know like what not only inspires that, but like where do you find these pieces? Because I've never seen anyone wear the stuff that you guys wear, and that's the highest compliment I could give anyone, truly.
Well, thank you. I like to wear my Russian hat. I think it's called a ushanka. I've also heard it referred to as a babushka. But I really like the Russian hat. That's from King Khan is the name of the artist. I saw him wearing one, and I thought he looked so cool. So I got one. And I've been wearing it for like 15 years now.
You haven't taken it off.
And then these pants, I've had some friends make for me. I've had them for a long time, too. They need some repairs. Matthew's really handy at making clothes.
Yeah, I wear clothes.
A lot of thrift stores, cheap way, and that's one of the benefits of traveling in all these towns in a band is that you get to go to these different thrift stores, different towns, and you got a few hours to kill. You walk around the venue neighborhood, and there's some clothes, whatever you find. Thrift stores are great, and also just making clothes, learn how to make it. I learned how to make hats and clothes during the pandemic. That was when we couldn't tour. That's what I learned to do. So making clothes and getting inspired and cutting your own clothes apart and making patterns out of it, and then just making your own versions of stuff. It's super affordable, One sewing machine, then you're off to like making anything. I super encourage anybody to learn how to use a sewing machine and start making their own clothes. That's all. So yeah, follow your own freak flag and keep flying it. That's all. That's how.
Good advice. Yeah. So you guys are based in Nashville currently, correct? So selfishly, I will be going there in the summer. I wanted to know, do you guys have any fun spots or restaurants that you love in Nashville?
Yeah, definitely check out East Nashville and the Basement or the Basement East or the 5 Spot. That's all in East Nashville. Or the East Side Bowl. That's a great restaurant and venue. And these are all real people who run these things. This isn't like fingerlings of Live Nation conglomerates. These are like actual, cool artist people trying to do the thing and run a business right and be cool to the people they have in there. So definitely check out some of the, East Nashville is just a great hub for all the things, restaurants, venues, and we're known for our Broadway downtown honky tonk thing, which is you can take a stroll down it to just see it, but you should spend your time in like actual venues where real people play. No shade to the people working downtown. It's a job, but that isn't the soul core essence of Nashville. So I would encourage you to just follow your nose to restaurants and coffee shops and whatever. It's not that big of a town. You can kind of get your arms around it. But Zach's from there. He would know, some gems.
Best pizza, Frankie's.
Boom.
Best sandwich? Well, there's a lot of good sandwiches. Duke's. Mitchell's is good. Duke's is a good hang.
It is too.
There's Gabby's has great hamburgers. Yeah.
What about tacos?
Tacos.
Baja Burrito.
Baja Burrito's legit amazing. If you go down Nolensville Road, it's just kind of like you're just going to see a bunch of taco trucks. There's a drive-through one. I think it's called like San Luis or San Jose. That one's pretty legit. There's just a bunch of Hispanic, all kinds of ethnic food on Nolensville. So if you go down there, that's really where the real good food is.
True that. That's true.
I don't live in Nashville anymore, but I yeah, but I do like Moss tacos. That's if I was going to get a taco there. Yeah. Redheaded Stranger was really good too. Yeah. Those are both in East Nashville. Yeah. Zach, I know. Yeah, Nolensville is where all like the real deal ethnic food is, but it's not near all the other things that they've been mentioning.
It's not too big of a town, so you can get around not too bad. But yes.
Also, DeeOhGee is a place to see live music, and also in East Nashville. Yeah. Madison, they call it, but it's East. Yeah, it's all the same thing. And they usually have live music every day. It's usually original bands, and they're usually really good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nashville tips from the goats.
For sure, Nashville. Nashville up top. Hey, shout out Nashville. Can we hear one? Can we hear it one time for Nashville, everyone?
We'll put in
yes. Yeah. More applause. Even more deafening. We got one last question for you guys. You guys closed with your song "Going to the Woods." What actually happens when you go there, to the woods, to these woods?
Sometimes, I guess we go to the woods once a year to play this little festival, and what is it? Cumberland? What is that town?
It's
Monticello, Kentucky, and we play music there. We play music in those woods, and we like to have a nice little party. There's some some drinking and whatnot involved, and some good friends and fire dancers. Yeah, I mean, also, though, I like to go hiking in the woods.
Yeah, I like to walk with my dog in the woods. It's kind of, just be in the woods, exist in the woods, bury things, uncover things in the woods.
Yeah, like find a cool stick, and then like hit little things with it, that's the kind of thing. Clothing optional. You're in the woods, freak out, lose your mind to, maybe find it again. That sort of thing, Going to the woods was written, after being in the city for a little too long and being all citified and like not getting to be yourself. So just going to the woods, you get to ultimately be yourself as hard as you want to be, and as long as you're not hurting anybody, it's kind of the most free, wonderful thing that you can do with your time and body. Anyway, that's all. So I just wrote a song about it and clicked on the fuzz pedal and let her fly. So go to the woods if you can. Yeah, turn your phone off and go freak out. That's all. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Number one piece of advice: go to the woods. This has been Boise Underground Media, joined by DeeOhGee. We will catch you all in the next one. Happy Treefort. Happy Treefort.